the man just lightly patted the blind man's forehead. The next second, the blind man suddenly regained his sight. After seeing the man's face, the blind man was extremely shocked. He turned out to be the benefactor he had been searching for 60 years. At that time, the blind man was still a 10-year-old child. Having no money for food, he was almost beaten to death. At that critical moment, it was the man who helped him. Unexpectedly, 60 years had passed, yet the man's appearance had not changed at all. It turned out the man possessed an extremely special superpower. Every 60 years that passed, the man would be reborn. But the price was that after each rebirth, he would temporarily become a fool. Only after 5 years would he return to normal. That day, while the man was chasing a toy car, a luxury car suddenly rushed over. After getting out of the car, the woman checked the man's injuries. Only then did she realize the man was a fool. The woman felt sorry for the man and took him home. Unexpectedly, the elder at home just took one look and noticed something extraordinary about the man. He immediately decided to have the woman marry the man. However, after the two got married, they had to separate. It was only because the woman's family suffered malicious suppression from the Smith family. In order to save the company that was on the verge of bankruptcy, the woman had no choice but to agree to be with Jack from the Smith family. But the man could not understand anything. He could only hand the woman some milk candies. Soon after, the two arrived at the factory. The man was unwilling to let his wife be taken away, so he chased after them. Jack completely despised this fool. He ordered his men to give the man a good beating. Then he left the place with the woman. Unexpectedly, the man awakened right at this moment. He used magic to blast away Jack's men, and he recalled all the memories of the past 5 years. He decided to take back the woman he loved. At the very moment the man awakened his memory, a message entered John's mind. He immediately realized that the man had awakened. It turned out 60 years ago, John had also been helped by the man. At that time, because he was too hungry, he stole a bun. When the shop owner found out, he planned to give him a harsh beating. The man stopped the owner just in time and paid the money for him. John knelt down to thank the man. He swore that he would definitely repay the man in the future. Now 60 years had passed, and John, who had become the richest man, finally received news of the man again. Besides John, on the other side, the miracle doctor also learned that the man had awakened. He immediately ordered his men to search for the man. Soon after, the man arrived at the wedding venue. The guests, upon seeing him, all mocked the man. The woman's grandmother, Linda, also became very angry when she saw him. She blamed the woman for not taking good care of this fool. Linda announced that the man had already been expelled from the family. He should not appear here. The woman thought her grandmother should not humiliate the man in public like this. After all, he had lived with the family for 5 years. However, the woman's younger sister, Mary, had no regard for feelings at all. She mocked the man as nothing but a burden. He would only drag down the family's development. The man said that as long as the woman gave him one word, he could immediately make the woman's family the #1 family in the region. The woman pulled the man back, persuading him not to boast excessively. Jack, upon hearing this, thought the man was joking. Mary also mocked that the man knew nothing. At present, the Smith family had just reached a partnership with the richest man, John. In just a few days, they would become the #1 family in the region, and the man was nothing but a useless trash who only bragged. When the man heard John's name, he then realized that he was the child he had saved back then. Listening to the others' compliments and praises for John, the man couldn't help but laugh. He said that even if John were here, John would also have to lower his stance to please him. Seeing that the man was showing such disrespect to John, Mary mocked that the man was going crazy again. She advised her sister to send the man to the hospital as soon as possible, so he wouldn't embarrass himself here. The woman also persuaded the man to leave this place, but the man said that he had already returned to normal. This time, he would not allow anyone to bully the woman again. Unexpectedly, when Linda saw this, she said that since the man had returned to normal, he should divorce the woman. She ordered her people to hand the woman a divorce agreement. She urged the woman to sign it immediately and never have any contact with the man again. But at this moment, the woman chose to stand firm in her heart. She said that she had never been willing to marry Jack. She only wanted to be with the man. Mary and Linda both thought the woman had gone mad. Jack threatened the woman that she must sign. Otherwise, he would retaliate against the woman's family. When the man saw the woman in such difficulty, he directly tore the entire agreement into pieces. He declared that he would definitely take good care of the woman and her family. However, no one present believed the man's words. Linda questioned how the man, without even a betrothal gift, could compete with the Smith family. Jack also believed the man was lying. He said if the man could present a betrothal gift better than his, then he might consider letting the woman's family go. In order to prove his strength, the man said he had already prepared the most luxurious betrothal gift. He used magic to write a few words in the air and ordered John to immediately prepare the betrothal gift and come to the hotel. On the other side, after John received it, visit, he immediately had his granddaughter prepare everything, and at the wedding venue, everyone else thought the man was just performing a magic trick. At this moment, Jack's men delivered the betrothal gifts. Among them were antiques worth $5 million, as well as a $200 million order from the Smith family. Mary excitedly pulled Linda, saying this order would save the family on the brink of collapse. The other guests, upon seeing this, were very envious. They hadn't expected Jack's betrothal gift to be so luxurious, especially the century-old Ganoderma among them. That was something money couldn't buy. Linda was also very satisfied with these gifts. She scolded the woman for being too ignorant, for daring to refuse to marry Jack. Jack also flaunted the betrothal gifts he had brought to the man. Unexpectedly, the man looked at them with utter disdain. He actually overturned the Ganoderma directly.